Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. Enjoy this Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Stacey and Company show. Stacey Ericson channels messages from your higher self and other realms. Connect with your own unicorn and dragon. Step into this magical realm now.
Hey everyone, I'm so happy to be here right now. It's so exciting to be back with the show this year. The 2021 is where we're at right now, which is a very exciting time for us. And for the new world that's coming up, I'm really excited. I'm sure that, you've heard all of my other co-workers and co-patrons and all that kind of stuff talking about the new upcoming information that's coming through for all of us. Let me just fix this a little bit. And so I have a lot to talk about today. I'm really excited to be here. And so let's just do this. Over the past few years, I've become an inspirational medium and animal intuitive, bringing connection to your higher self while delivering messages from the other realms. So my whole show is brought to you because of the mystics. I started this show to create it for all of you and for myself, actually, so I could learn more about the natural world, meaning the trees, the animals, and everything else that's out there, and also learn about other realms, and there are a lot of them. And with this new energy that is coming in, especially this year, it's like so exciting, so invigorating, and so interesting all at the same time. And so there's new information that is coming through for all of us that I have that I've been tapping into. And I think that last year I told you that there was a lot more of these other beings that are starting to really show themselves to us and begin to I guess more create more for us in the sense of magic. So today's show is all about magic, and that is what I was asked to bring forward for all of you. And I'm really excited about it because it's going to be an interesting show. I'm not sure how it's going to go yet because I've had a lot of information come in to me through these beings. And so I want to discuss with you how that happens as well. So there's many ways to communicate with these other beings as far as, just hearing or feeling or sensing. All of that kind of stuff is how you can, receive messages from these beings. And the beings could be your own pets. They could be the trees. They could be, believe it or not, your house can talk to you. Other beings that you can't really see are a little bit more difficult to recognize sometimes. So when you do hear something, you can ask, what is that? Who is that? And they should answer you and let you know. So there are two ways that we do communicate. One is through telepathy. Telepathy is the mind-to-mind connection where you receive information about likes and dislikes as well as other thoughts. Now, telepathy is the universal language. So you can receive information from anything or anyone or anywhere, pretty much. So you can receive information from other beings. Like I'm just going to give you one example. For me, it's the magic ones. That's what they're calling themselves. There's these little 4-foot tall beings that are hanging out now. And today we'll talk with them a little bit more in just a little bit. But you can also hear your animals, your pets. You can walk outside and talk to a tree if you want to. You can hear the birds. You can hear anything. So it's a universal language of everything that lives and has energy. And the star people are also part of that. So you can actually connect in with the star people. I'm sure you've heard people channeling the star people lately. And so that's their way of communicating is through telepathy. Now, the second way to communicate is entrainment. Now, entrainment is the heart-to-heart connection where you receive information on a deeper level. So you can tap into future events, past lives, other realms, as well as other things personal to you and to them. Now, that's a really cool way to feel into the energy of the being that you're talking to. So, for instance, if you are speaking with your own pet, and your pet is hungry, you might actually feel hungry, because you have this heart-to-heart connection. It's more of emotional. So you might feel hungry. It goes into, excitement about being hungry or something like that. So there's all these different ways to really tap into receiving information. And so, so this is what we're going to talk about today, as we do in every single show. So hello, Janet. Thank you for joining me. And Chris, it's nice to meet you guys. I'm happy that you're here. All right. So today's show is all about magic. Now, magic is the neatest thing. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've been seeing even the word magic everywhere lately. I mean, people have been talking. I hear the music is magical. There's, trees are magical. That's magical. Like a lot of people are talking about magic. And so it's a lot of fun to recognize and hear that we are beginning to really accept magic into our lives. So magic is having or seeming to have the power to make impossible things happen, which is exactly what we're doing this year, as well as, last year too, trying to work some things out and figure out our lives. That's kind of magical as well, believe it or not. An extraordinary power or influence seemingly from a supernatural source. So anything that's magical that happens to you can come from an extraordinary power, or it might be influenced seemingly from a supernatural source. And then also magic is giving a feeling of enchantment. So that would be like, say you're at a wedding and you feel like it's a magical place because it has, this feeling of magic, which is really fun. So magic is everywhere in the world. And this year, the reason why we're talking about it right now in January of 2021 is because that is what this year is going to be about. There's going to be a lot of magic. People are going to be going through this beautiful transformation of, a new way of being, a new way of understanding, a new way of creating, actually. You're going to start stepping into, there's so much I can't even say, like new jobs, new ideas, new clothes. That's another thing. New ways of being, just a new, just a completely new and renovated you is basically what is going to happen. And it's really going to be fun. So embrace this. Realize that this is a magical time for all of us, that we really are creating, the impossible right now. And magic is part of this way of being right now for all of us. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for all of us for this year. And I do want to hear stories about this, by the way. If you guys could send me information, you can email it to me at loveraspberrylight at gmail.com. That would be fantastic because I want to hear your stories. I want to hear what is magically happening in your life at this time, because there is so much out there right now that is going on, and it's exciting times for all of us right now. So, so exciting. So today, as I was driving along, I actually had to go get my computer. There's one reason why I was not on the show last week, and that is because my computer went completely down. It died. So I had to take it into the shop and get it rebooted and all this other kind of stuff. So I'm happy to be here today with my computer, and it's working well, and very excited about that because, believe it or not, that is magical. And so I was on my way there today to pick my computer up at the shop. And on my way, I was asking the universe, as I always do every single Wednesday that I do this show, I'm always asking, who wants to come through, give messages, help me create a great show for you. And so I had 3 things happen to me, which is really funny because it is kind of like a threes, right? So the first thing that happened was that I was driving and a bald eagle actually flew down in front of my car with, like little branches and stuff to make a nest with in its little talons, well, big talons, because those guys are big. And so the bald eagle came through for me as a seriously huge messenger of what is happening in the world these days. And so we're going to go ahead and start with the bald eagle. Now, the bald eagle, as you know, is a symbol of the United States. And there is a reason for that, which is really cool. And so the bald eagle and golden eagles are symbolic of freedom, courage, strength, and bravery, especially in times of oppression. So I just thought that there's no coincidences whatsoever at all in the world. And so the bald eagle came through for this very reason, to help me bring messages to you for health and wellness and all this other stuff. So I'm really excited about it. So then on my way home from picking up my computer, I want to say this again, is that I also saw another bald eagle, which I rarely see down here. There is a nest that lives close, that has bald eagles in it that live close to me, but I don't really see them very often, which is really interesting. So very exciting. Hi, Nars. Thank you for joining me. And so eagles represent leadership and authority, personal freedom, rebirth, dawn, spring's direction, and renewed life for us, which is all about what's going to be happening this year. So I just found this to be so cool that the bald eagle was the symbol that came in today. So it means new beginnings and resilience and stamina, especially for those that have been experiencing difficult passages in life. So when you are having trouble with anything, look up bald eagle, because bald eagles can really help you with this process. The symbolism of the bald eagle makes you realize the importance of truthful principles and honesty. And that is exactly what we're going through this year, is we're going to revamp our principles, revamp our integrity, revamp our honesty. I mean, all of that's going to be revamped, because people are going to recognize what is real for themselves, what is not real for themselves, and what is real for the world and what is not real for the world. So it's a very, very exciting time. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because in my mind today, seeing the bald eagle was magical. I mean, that was an absolute magical moment, especially for me, because of the symbolism that they're representing for the messages that I want to bring to you today, especially about new beginnings for Earth and for us being here with Earth and all of its inhabitants. And all of its inhabitants are, here to help us recognize these symbols and symbolisms and the magic that is here with us on Earth. So I'm really, really excited, like I said, to bring this to you. So I want to remind you of a few things I've said in the past. Magic is everywhere. And as you're going along on your day-to-day basis, and you just ask, is there a symbol? Is there a sign? Is there something that I'm missing? Or is there something I need to recognize or create in my life? Is there something I can know for my own future, to help things move forward in a smoother fashion? All of these things are going to, all these questions actually are going to produce an energy, and the energy is going to be received to the universal mind, and then the universal mind is going to answer you. And so, like I said to you today, it was so cool for me that I said, is there any messages or anyone that wants to come through? And the bald eagle showed up twice, not just once, but twice. And it wasn't the same bird, by the way. The second bird had like a really long branch. So I think that was a mama. And she's also creating a nest. So I want to go ahead and read what they had said because of this. They, both of them actually gave me a message. And so the eagle says, "The time is now for the great movement forward. The earth is shifting into the new paradigm. It is time to rebuild all and everything you have in this life. Take into regard everything of importance and really evaluate it. Make change for the better, for seeing forward instead of behind, for creating instead of destroying. These are great times. Freedoms are being challenged, but will still reign. Freedom is our symbol. We shall remind you of this every time you see us. Use freedom wisely, and all will be well. We love you, and it is an honor to be on the show today. So I thought that was so cool. I'm getting goosebumps because I just love both those eagles, and I'm so grateful that they had spoken with me today and gave me the message for you. It's all positive. I'm so excited. Like I said, these birds are awesome. Well, actually, everything in the world is awesome. So moving along as I was driving, still, this is really interesting, is that another bird showed up, and it was really fun. I thought this was so interesting. And hello, Janet and Amy. Thank you for joining me today as well. So excited to be here, you guys. I'm very, very excited. Okay, so I missed last week. I really did miss it. I really wanted to be here. So anyway, so back to my story. So I was driving along, and after I saw the first bald eagle on my way to get the computer, a nice, gorgeous, beautiful red-shouldered hawk flew down in front of my car. And I really don't care when they do that, because I don't care for them when they do that because it scares me to death. I don't want to hit them. And I was driving on the interstate. So I did ask the hawk. I was like, please, could you just, next time not get so close? But anyway, so the hawk represents strength and courage of the warriors. And I thought this was such a great message to bring forward for us because, as we're moving forward in time, we feel like we are, somewhat of a warrior for our own selves, for our own lives right now. We're working on creating better for ourselves. And we're doing this with, strength and courage, which is what a warrior is. And so I'm really excited for us and for this message that they brought forward too. So the hawk compared to the eagle, hawks are swifter and attack its prey in a more decisive way. They are the gatekeepers of the East and represent honesty and clear vision, which is so cool because they're going to help us with this coming year as well, to keep our vision clear and to recognize the honesty of others as well as ourselves. They're reliable warriors of truth, which that is something else that's coming to me this year, for all of us in the world, is that our truth, we are all going to, and I'm so excited, going to find our truth in some way, because last year we had to get clear vision with that 2020, and get rid of some things that, were inhibiting our vision. And then this year we have this clearer vision and we're able to create what we need to for ourselves and for our truth of being. Why are we here? That's the big question, And so this is going to help us a lot, all of these symbols that you feel are coming through, pay attention. There's other ways, but I'm going to go ahead and keep explaining this bird to you. So they are reliable warriors of truth. They always have a message to relay. Seeing a hawk in flight represents freedom. It's a divine messenger. So a hawk on the totem animal, to like a totem person, has important gifts to share with the world. And one of them is the vision of a better, brighter future. So if you have hawk as a totem, which we can do totem readings, by the way, you just have to go to raspberrylight.com and you are very welcome to sign up for totem readings. I read a land animal, a flying animal, and a bug, believe it or not. And it's really interesting what all three of these animals represent in your life. It's so much fun too, by the way. So anyway, so hawk as a totem has important gifts to share with the world. And one of them is the vision of a better, brighter future. So if you have a hawk as your totem, that is what it represents. Now, the hawk message, this is really cool because I said, do you have a message that you want to give on today's show? And so the hawk said yes. So the hawk said, it is time to fly high, stay above it all, transcend the negativity and dark forces. Trust and know all will be righted soon. Believe in the power of good. The world will be better for it. Love reigns over everything. Keep that in your heart. All will be well soon. Believe. Magic is everywhere and happening every day. Grow with this information. We love you and are so happy to bring this message to you. Thank you for listening. So that was from the hawk that came in today. And hello, Jen and Amy and Janet. So great to see you guys. And thank you for joining me today. And so that message came in from the hawk. and was so profound. And I'm really excited that we spoke with the hawk today. So then the third animal that came in for us it actually showed up last night, and I totally did not get it, which is really funny. I was picking my animal cards for Christmas. I got these animal spirit cards, which are really cool. My mom gave them to me, and so I was very excited to have them. And so I've been trying them out to see, how they work and all that kind of stuff, because usually I just, get it here. I don't necessarily use cards, but I thought it'd be fun, magical to use some cards. So last night I was pulling cards, and I did pull the peacock. Now, the peacock is really, really interesting. And in my little book here, the peacock represents, let's see what it says real quick here. I'm just going to give it quickly to you. It's reconnect with your soul and feel you are an eternal spiritual being. Spirit will always assist and support you on your path. And so I'm so excited to bring the peacock forward for you today. And then and then I got another message today to also bring peacock in as the third animal for today for the message for the show. So I was really excited. So that message was for all of us there, that peacock message. Peacock, it transcends and touches on self-love, integrity, confidence, honor, and humility. So all of these things we're going to bring forward into the year 2020 for ourselves. This is huge. Self-love is gigantic. I can't even tell you how important that is. And I've really, really been working on grasping this concept myself, because you give so much of yourself away to others. And so it's so important to sit with yourself and recognize your true strengths that you have inside of you, and how much beauty and love and whatever else you bring to the world. It's so important to recognize your gifts, and people really, really should love themselves first, because when you do love yourself, then you can love fully of everything around you. And love is definitely the cure-all for everything. And I do mean everything. When you're in a fight, you just say, I love you. And all of a sudden, everything changes. Everything shifts. Or if somebody is sad, you say, I love you. And again, the energy shifts again, because, you're sending them so much love. People are in pain, same thing. I love you. You remember when, you had, you were riding your bike and you fell off and you scraped your knee. What was the first thing your mom would do? She would kiss your scrape. And so instantly you felt good. The scrape didn't hurt so bad anymore, because guess what? Love was entered into, the energy of love was entered into that scrape through your mom's kiss. So it's really important to grasp this idea of, self-love, so that you can create more love for the world. And then we're going to have this beautiful, beautiful peacock, with the gorgeous feathers and everything, with the blue and the purples and the greens and the just amazing color in our lives. It brings in, love brings in more colors as well. And your unicorn will shine, shine, shine. And we'll get to those in just a minute. We've got a lot to talk about today. So when you grasp the concept of true beauty, you'll gain the courage to surmount all of the challenges. Now, this is the peacock message. People with this totem have a strong connection between past and present. You possess the power to see the impact of these spaces on your future. So whatever's happened in your past and whatever's happening in the present, people with that totem animal, once again, I can give totem readings. The past and the present come into your space right now, and it can be integrated into your life right now, which is really fun. And the peacock helps you with that, being a totem animal. So those are our three birds today that brought very special messages. And this is for the entire year. I wanted to make sure I got all of their information out to you, just because they really came through very, very strongly for all of us. And to create, this beautiful world that we're coming into this year. And I'm so, so, so very excited about it. So let me see here. I've got one more thing to talk about here. So first, if you guys want to, on the super sticker and super chat on YouTube, I think it's right there. Yep, gold YouTube viewers. And Goldylocks has put it up for me. Thank you so much, Tiffany. And you can donate to the show if you want to keep the show going. That would be fabulous and fantastic. and I will give you readings right away as soon as you do that. So thank you for joining me today. All right, so then yesterday or the day before, I'm not really sure, a friend of mine came over to the house, and she was walking on the beach, and she saw, because I have hearts like all over my house. I should take you guys for a little walk through it, with hearts that are artistic hearts and things like that. It's really, really cool. So anyway, so she was walking on the beach, and she was feeling a lot of love in her heart. And she was thinking of her mom and how much she wanted to help with her relationship and all this other kind of stuff. And it was just the coolest thing. So anyway, so while she was walking along, she actually found a shell. And you can see that it's in the shape of a heart. And so it's really interesting how, once again, the magic of the world, the magic of the universe, it hears us. It wants to help us and show us that it hears us. And right now, with the veil being so thin, it's quicker. Like everything's happening faster. Like you're, to manifest anything, it's happening much, much quicker. So it's really interesting. You guys can play with this if you want to, as you're going along every single day, say, is there a message for me somewhere? Is there a magical being that can show up? Is there magic? Where is my magic? I want to see magic. I want to feel magic. I want to hear magic. You might even get that song. And I'm a terrible singer, but I'm going to do it. And I can't believe I'm going to do this, but it's that song, you can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. Do you remember that song? So no more singing. I don't want to, have you guys go like this. So anyway, so that song is pretty amazing. It's actually ahead of itself. And I was trying to find the lyrics so I could just read the lyrics instead of having to sing it and actually show you what this song. But it's really interesting how that song, you might hear it, you might see it, you might, love it already, because you probably recognize the song. It's quite an old song. And, but anyway, it's a really cool song. And so you might hear that on the radio, or you might hear the Black Magic song. That one's really cool too. I love that song. And so, so you'll get these signs, these symbols of all of these great, beautiful things that are happening in our world nowadays as confirmation of you participating and being on the right track. So it's a lot of fun. All right, so now we'll go ahead and get into some magic stuff. So right now basically this is fun because they're really, really coming in right now, and that is the dragons. So I want to explain dragons again to you all because Amy, that's probably him, Steve Miller. Thank you for that. I need to look it up. So anyway, very exciting. That's a cool song. I was actually, like I said, looking it up, trying to find it, and I couldn't. It was coming up as something else, and I was like, no, that's not the song. But anyway, so dragons. So we're gonna get back to dragons. So the dragons right now are huge in our lives. Like I can't even tell you. They're coming in big, bold, and pretty much they're badasses. It's a wonderful thing, and I love them. And so they're coming in this year to help every single one of us, achieve and create and begin whatever it is that we need to. They're clearing our paths as we're going along. So wherever you are, you can ask your dragon, or if you don't believe that you have one, which is fine. Everybody does right now, by the way. It seems like everybody has a dragon, which is so very cool. And if you don't, then you can create your own dragon by just asking the dragon to step in front of you. And as you're walking along a path, or even in your mind, as you're like imagining a path, you'll see this dragon just kind of sauntering along, and all of a sudden, boop, knocks out the block. And then sauntering along, and then boop, knocks out another block that's in your way. And they can really help clear our paths for us. And that is what they want to do. So they're here to help us, especially this year. I can't even tell you. And most of them are, the Chinese black dragons, if that's the ones that you can imagine in your minds. And the reason why is because they're protector dragons. They can flow and go anywhere. They can be in water. They can be on land. So they can do everything. So it's really, really, really cool. Oh, cool. Tiffany found the song. She said the song Stacey is referring to is by America. So just so you know, it's by America. It's an older song and a really, really cool song. And they sing it much better than I do. So it's pretty cool. Oh, cool. Super Space Cookie, how are you today? Thank you for coming on the show with $5. So Super Space Cookie. So you actually do have a dragon. Oh boy, it's a nice big one too. And she is gorgeous. Your dragon is a big, huge, and it is purple. So it's like a really dark, dark purple, almost like a blackish purple with the purple shimmer. So these dragons are so, so, so beautiful. They actually have like these gorgeous, beautiful, shimmery coats to them, you know? And so anyway, so Super Space Cookie, I love you for that. Thank you. And Kiki, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to get a little faster with my readings. But anyway, so Super Space Cookie, your dragon, tonight when you're in the shower, ask for the name. I think that you probably already know its name. I'm pretty sure because she has been with you for a very, very long time. She has these beautiful emerald green eyes. I mean, just gigantic. And she's so sweet. And she's moving around and she's got these little wings. So she's not really an air dragon. She actually is more of a water dragon. So she's more of an emotional support for you, really helps you emotionally and seriously protects you. Oh my gosh. She you know, definitely protects you in every single way. So she is amazing. I love that dragon. Kiki, thank you so much. Kiki says, Happy New Year, Stacey. Thank you for all the awesome messages, abundance, blessings, love, and light. Thank you, Kiki. I really appreciate you too. And Kiki, wow, you've gone through some stuff this year and it's really been amazing. Your transformation has been huge. I mean, huge. I've given you several readings about your unicorns, and it's just amazing how much more powerful you feel right now to me. Your energy is so, so, so powerful and so good. So you actually have a lot of gold around you, and I feel like you're using more of like a phoenix. So it's like a gold, the gold eagle, the gold phoenix, they're all coming through for a lot of us because once again, after we stepped through the year 2020, you know, that was like, you know, looking at things through different eyes, seeing things more clearly, you know, 2020 vision. And that's exactly what happened with you, Kiki, is that you really started to see things from a different point of view, different perspective, and are generating lots and lots and lots of healing love and healing energy for yourself as well as everything around you. I mean, I even see your animals that you're around you. They all want to hang with you because you are becoming such a beautiful healer. Oh my gosh. So this is your new skill that that's not really new. Actually, you've had it your entire life. It's just this new skill that you're acknowledging is now that you're becoming an awesome, awesome healer. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. So anyway, so these dragons, you know, are definitely coming through for us all over the place. And I just love it. And everybody can call in their dragons. I have my cousin in Pennsylvania. He keeps asking me to talk more about the dragons because he wants to know more about the colors. So today I thought I would take some time to do that just so that you guys could, you know, understand what it is that, you know, these dragons represent. So right now, Earth's dragon, because Earth herself has, you know, her own special beings that also, you know, create and help care for her. And Earth's dragon right now that she sends out to the world is a gold dragon. That is one of the reasons why we're seeing these like gold beings everywhere as well, because they're joining in to help with this healing energy and to help us heal inside and to stay protected. So it's really, really cool. Hi, Amy, you've seen both in concert. Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome. I bet you that was fun though. Those are probably great concerts. So anyway, so these gold dragons are just absolutely gorgeous. And so Earth is sending them everywhere to send this beautiful gold light. And if you can imagine, you know, that gold light coming in from above you and just shimmering down over your whole body, you know, you feel this warmth and this beautiful energy of love. And so that is what Earth is sending us with these gold dragons. And of course, they're also high dimensional and coming from God as well. And so it's so amazing. These gold dragons are everywhere. So if you can, in your mind's eye, and Janet, I got you. Thank you so much for that donation. And I will get with you in just a second. If you can imagine in your mind's eye these gold dragons, you'll definitely start to see them. You'll see them in the sky, in the clouds. You'll see them on the ground. You'll see them everywhere. You'll see them in your room at night, like little gold stars or flickers in your eyes. it's really amazing, and how beautiful they are, and how much they are going to create this awesome energy for us, and help Earth also heal. So Janet, thank you so much for the donation. Gosh, you guys, I love you. I love all of you. You all are so special. So Janet, your energy is amazing. You are like a young kid energy. It's really, really cool. I love it. You have pink everywhere. So we're going to go to your unicorn, because your unicorn is amazing. So unicorns have shifted and changed this year as well for all of us, because we are, coming into this new energy. And this new energy is all about this crystal energy. So Janet, your unicorn is pink, but it's like that raspberry pink. It's very dark pink. It's, I don't know, I used to have the color here somewhere, but anyway, it's just beautiful. It's like an absolute gorgeous pink. And what it is that when your heart goes into the state of true love, your heart chakra goes into true love, you end up being in this color. Your heart chakra changes to raspberry pink. And that is why my website's called Raspberry Light, because, all of the animals are in this state of unconditional love. So your unicorn is this absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous pink. And it has a little bit of orange, and it actually has a blue stripe going right through the center of it, like if you see it from the side, but it's inside. It's so, so, so gorgeous. So I got to write this down. So you've got pink and blue. And then what was the other color I said? Just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, a little bit of orange. So the orange is like up in the upper parts of the legs. So you're creating from, your core is basically what it's all about. So pink is all about love for you. Oh, and the mane is white, blue, and a little bit of red. Okay. So the pink is all about love, this unconditional love, and you're really starting to step into this. I mean, big time, big time, big time. You're really flowing into like that personal space of love, unconditional love. When you look at things, you're feeling into this love energy, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And the blue stripe going across the unicorn is it's so cool. The blue stripe is all about like that self-power. Like you are creating more of you're speaking your own power. You're becoming more powerful in your thoughts and your ideas. And so, but in a good, but in a gentle way, not in like an extreme, like where you're putting it out there quite yet, but you're still getting there where you're going to start putting this out there, because it is actually electric blue, which means you're going to speak about it. Not sure if you've stepped into that yet, but this year you will be speaking. And the orange is all about creating. So you're going to do this like with some really awesome, like you're standing on it. You're standing on creation of what this is all about. So cool. The white is with clarity. So you are absolutely doing this with love in your heart, but you're also doing this with no judgment. And that's an amazing thing, especially in today's society. And then blue, back to blue again. Right now it's light blue. That's why I'm saying that. You're not quite there where you're speaking it quite as much as you're going to, but you're going to really step into it. And then there's a little bit of red in the mane, and the red means that there is something that you're supposed to be doing, or that you're going to be doing, but you're not quite there yet. And so it's saying you're getting the red light, meaning that you can go forward, do it. And I know that doesn't make sense, because we always think red light is stop, but it's not. In the unicorns, red means to move forward, action. Definitely take action and to go for it. So thank you so much. Thank you. And for the donation, and also for allowing me to read your unicorn. I love reading unicorns. Now, there's always more information with these unicorns. I want you to know that you can receive, I could talk with your unicorn for an hour, seriously, or even more. I mean, it's very much so, because they are you, and so much fun. And oh, by the way, your unicorn, she wants to tell you her name. So see if you can, in the shower tonight. It's a really cool name. I'm feeling like it's like funny, like a funny name. So have some fun with that and see if you can figure out her name. So Robin McGuire says, hello all. It is so cool you were talking about birds. The blackbirds were circling around me yesterday. Their message was, change is coming. The messengers from God are here now. Ooh, Oh my, I just got goosebumps on that. I don't know if you all did, but that is so cool. So cool. Speaking of that, Robin, I just want to let you know too, is that on my way home from getting my computer, and I'd already received the messages from the Eagles and the Hawks, there were 3 of the beautiful, 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 and I love them, vultures flying in the sky. I just love how they fly, but they were circling really, really, really high. And 2 of them were just sitting there circling. And then all of a sudden a 3rd one joined in. And 3 is power. 3 is creation. 3 is all about, new beginnings for all of us. So I was so excited to see this. And they're also in the Native Americans, the birds, the vultures are about clearing like energy, clearing the negativity, clearing the bad, the bad stuff. So, so they were up there doing their job, and it was absolutely gorgeous and so beautiful and amazing to see them. I love them so much. So Wendy says, I was at the beach last summer and there was a dragon running or flying low, but fast down the beach. I had to do a double take. I couldn't believe it. I know. Isn't that wild how when you can really see it and you're like, whoa, wait, hang on. Was that real? Like, was there, and you want to ask it to come back so that you can talk to it and say, hey, come on. So, so I think that, oh, and Robin says also stay true in your heart. Yes, you're absolutely right. Janet says, I put pink lights outside today. Oh, that's awesome, Janet. That's really, really great. And then, Goldylocks says, please give a thumbs up to this show. Yeah, do that, please. And then Robin says 3 is the Trinity. And that's absolutely right, is creativity. So it's creative. The Trinity is all about creation. And so it's pretty amazing. And thank you again so much for your donations today. I really, really appreciate it. So as we're moving forward, the second beings that are going to be very, very prevalent in our lives this coming year is the unicorns. And the reason why is because they're helping us remember that there's so much magic in the world, that there is more to us. We are multidimensional beings. We have the dolphins to remember that we are multidimensional beings, that we can stay in that higher vibration and stay in that higher light. And it's the same thing with the unicorns. They help us remember, our true soul purposes, our true soul beings. They help us to, but to do it with like an energy of fun, an energy of love, to be kind to ourselves and to remember that, we are so gorgeous and so beautiful and just are amazing, amazing, amazing beings. And this is all about that. We need to, to remember that we are, our own creators, and that we have so much to share with the world, no matter what we are doing. Even if we think that we're just sitting at home doing nothing, which we're not, by the way, it does feel like sometimes that we're, not contributing, but just your own energy, just sitting in your own energy is contributing to the energy of the world. And that is what the mysticism is about. So mysticism is all about magic and the recognition that we are all one, and that we are created, as one, and it's, and we're here for, the one. So it's really, really interesting how all of this is coming to fruition now, especially this coming year for all of us, that we're going to start really recognizing and stepping into more of this oneness. Now, the best way to do this is through the natural world. And like I said before, I got these cards, the animal spirit cards, and I just love them so much because, it gives you, like, if you're not able to get outside, you can choose a card instead and see what animal wants to come through, because obviously we can't have lions and tigers and elephants in our living room. So it is nice to pick a card, and then they can share their energy with us if that's the energy that we need for that moment in our lives at this time. So today I did pick one card for us all, for the show. And for everybody who's listening and for everybody who's here, thank you so much. I just love that I get to participate and have everybody participate. It's so much fun. So anyway, so the card I picked was the pelican. Now these cards are so mystical, they have this magical look to them with all these beings. Sometimes you have to stare at it to see, is that really a pelican or not? But I just love it. So the pelican is about movement, which is basically what I just mentioned to you. And so it says that when the spirit of the pelican appears to you, you know it's time to move. Pelicans do not shy away from a long commute to a food source, and neither should you avoid what's necessary to go places. Movement is a crucial element of life as it allows energy to flow freely and renew itself, which this is what we'll be doing this year, is we'll be, moving in new directions. We'll be moving in different ways even. You might be stronger. You might start to dance more, whatever it is, something is going to change for you this year in a positive way. And movement. Being too sedentary will make you feel more tired and stuck, or even trapped in your daily routine. Even if you are not into sports, make an effort to move your body by taking a long walk, dancing, or even doing some dynamic house cleaning. Oh my, that is so not my favorite thing to do. Movement is actually good, energetic hygiene, which has benefits beyond physical health. It also brings dynamism into your life and keeps the gears turning. If you think that every day looks the same, use movement to create a momentum that will impact all facets of your life. So this is something I've been telling my friends because they've really been wondering. They're like, okay, I want to make some changes, but how do I change, And this has been a huge question for all of us, and it's a really cool thing. And oh, thank you, Robin. You just said it. This is the year of change, Robin just put up. So it's really fun and cool. So by extension, the Pelican might encourage you to move to another area or change jobs and begin a new adventure. Ultimately, you may also need to take the vacation you have been postponing. No need to pick the most expensive or exotic destinations. What you need is to get outside the bubble of your daily routine and take a breath of fresh air. Who knows? You may even have a very important encounter that will change everything because it's magic. Magic. I love it. So it's time to bring some movement into your life so energy can flow freely. Super Cookie put more. Oh my gosh, Super Cookie. You want your unicorn red, don't you? You're so cute. I love it. So Super Cookie, thank you so much for more donations. You're so sweet. So, and I love the number is really, really cool. It's $1.49. So anyway, so this year is all about the year of change. And that's exactly what happens is this number 149 turns into the number 5. And the 5 is all about change. And it's beautiful change because it's change for the better. So it's really, really exciting for all of us to have this, period of change in our lives. So Super Cookie, you got some beautiful changes coming up for you. You're like amazing. And oh, by the way, I just love her name. Her name is Super Space Cookie, by the way, y'all. I just love it. So anyway, so your unicorn is so, so beautiful. It's like amazing. It's turning into like this beautiful crystal. So I was trying to explain the unicorns earlier. Before I used to see them as sort of like, I don't know, just like if you drew them, they're sort of flat, more of the flat color, not necessarily, I'm just going to grab this real quick here. Not necessarily, dimensional. And now they're becoming more dimensional. So, and this isn't an example of dimension, but I'm just trying to show you like kind of the way I'm seeing. But anyway, but inside is like this crystal. There's these crystals inside and it's amazing. So yours is definitely turning into like a massive crystal and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So if you look at like a blown piece of glass, all of the colors are inside with like this outside covering of whatever it is. It could be shiny, it could be gold, it could be silver. So yours is actually, it's purple and green. And it's just like gorgeous. And then there's blue in there as well. So you have like a lot going on. Yours is shifted quite a bit, in fact. So the purple is the main color of the body. And then the green and blue are kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of layered inside. Like almost, waved, like waves inside. I wish I could draw these for you, but they're just so dynamic that I don't even know how I could. I just have to start blowing glass, I guess. So anyway, so that's it. And then the outside is this beautiful gold coating. So you have gold on the outside. And then the mane is, you also have white and you have gold. And we're just going to go with those two colors for now. You have actually more, but we'll explain that later. So the purple is all about stepping into this wisdom of the world right now. Like you are really, I I don't know, you're flowing into like this beautiful wisdom through the majesty of God, which is so cool. And really starting to take in some just some creative energy with it. This it's just flowing so well for you right now. It's really neat. And then the blue is like this, it's like a cobalt blue, but it's not really, really, really bright. It's just really blue. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then the green is a very, very bright green, but it's almost like that fuchsia green, like I don't know what you call it, but the candy apple green, but even brighter than that. And then you have like this gold coating. So the wisdom is coming in from, the grace of God, which is the love of God. And then you have this blue, and this blue is all about you really standing up for you yourself, like in your own truth of being, like you're really showing yourself off, and not in a bad way, but in a good way. Like you're showing yourself, you're showing up now. And it's so amazing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then you have this green, you are a healer. And so you heal very well. In fact, you do it awesomely. So this green is there to help you heal, but you do it in a creative way. And really, really cool. And then the gold on the outside is all about the, it's like this encompassing of all this love that you're creating. So you create it with love, whatever you're creating. And the white is this energy of truth. Like it's done with like no judgment at all, and just all truth. And then you have gold there too, again, and you're bringing down the light of, of the heavens and the angels and God and everything. And you're incorporating that into this creation that you are creating. It's just amazing. So thank you again so much. And I just love your unicorn. That was such a beautiful one. Whew, absolutely gorgeous. But there's more to these unicorns. Once again, like I said, you can get a lot more information out of these unicorns because they are you, and they absolutely love you. And so do I. And thank you so much. So then we're going to talk about one more thing because I have a little time left here. And I want to talk about these because they are really coming in strong. In fact, I had a dream about them last night, and I wish I could remember the dream, but I woke up, like I kept waking up and going back to sleep. And so it wasn't easy to remember my dreams. And so I had a dream about these little beings. They're 4 feet tall. They've got like wide mouths and really big eyes. They look like us, except for they just look, they have bigger eyes and wider mouths. And they're so cute, and they call themselves the magic ones. And so they're coming in huge right now to create magic. And they work with like the fairies, and they work with, thank you. Super Cookie says, you're amazing. And thank you for sharing with me and all of us. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you. So these magic beings are so very, very cool. I can't even tell you. Like they are really, really neat. And they're coming in, they're 4 feet tall. And it's funny because something is like banging on the outside of the house here, and I'm wondering if it's them. It's kind of funny, but they're going to start showing themselves. Like all of this is like, like we saw that the dragons are starting to show up. You're going to really start seeing these beings, and might not be this year that you'll see them, but you'll definitely see them next year more so. And they're going to start showing up more and more. So these beings are so very cool, these little magic ones. And what they're doing is they're trying to come in and, well, they're not trying, they're coming in, and they're helping us with creating more magic for us with this new world that we are creating. We're making the impossible possible, heaven on earth. And it's so very cool. And all beings are really starting to show up to help with this. So I think that, just to give you a little heads up, because I'm starting to get more information as we're coming into this new year, is that we're going to be talking about those beings next week. We'll talk about, all of the beings that are here to encourage and help us. And they're going to be the mythical beings that I don't even know their names, to be honest with themselves. They just kind of call themselves, the Watchers and the Guardians and the magic ones and the tree people and all this other stuff that's coming in that's pretty cool. And then of course the dragons, they're just talking to me right now saying that they even want to be more recognized, as far as their colors go. So we'll continue to talk about colors too, because you all know that colors are so important in our lives right now, especially. And, in whatever we're wearing, whatever we're seeing, whatever we're feeling, all of this is a part of, you and your being, and how it makes you aware of your senses, where you are, and your emotions. And emotions are huge right now for us to really recognize, and to, to create more positive emotions for ourselves. So when you do this, think of your unicorn, because your unicorn is all about you and all the colors of you, and how you present yourself to the world, is all in these colors. And so it's a lot of fun. So I'm so excited to be with you here today. And Robin, she said, I just tried to donate. PayPal wants my info again, and my card is at home. I will try next time. About to go to a job. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm so pleased that you were able to join us today, Robin. Thank you. There are lots of fairies showing up. Oh yeah, fairies are everywhere. They are everywhere. It's funny that you're saying that, because she says the fairies also want to talk. The fairies showed up today earlier for me, and I was like, really? I don't know if we can fit all this in. So we do have an exciting year coming up for me, at least with this show, because I'll tell you what, boy, there are so many beings that want to speak and to be heard and to be recognized. And I'm so very, very honored to bring them to you and their messages as much as I can give them. So I'm very, very excited. Robin says, you have lots of fairies around you. I also see gnomes. They're getting Earth ready for change. Oh yeah, the gnomes are crazy cool. My mom actually bought some gnomes for Christmas for us to paint. And so we're gonna go ahead and go over and paint those, but and gnomes are funny, by the way. They are very, very funny. They have a great sense of humor, and are lots and lots of fun to talk to as well. So hopefully we'll be able to get all these beings in next week. We'll, try to touch on, each one. And if not, I'll just try to keep doing 3 at a time or 4 at a time, whatever we can fit in. And then there's one other thing that I wanted to mention to you, and that is I want to go ahead and also each month I'm going to start doing a show on the animals too, because our pets are really starting to step up and wanting to be acknowledged and spoken with. And so I want to bring their messages as well. So if you could start sending me a picture if you want, and 2 questions of, what you want to ask your animals and your pets or whatever, even squirrels in the backyard, you can take a picture and we could see what they have to say, anything. And you can email that to me at loveraspberrylight@gmail.com. That would be fantastic. And then we can go ahead and have them as guests on the show. Now, the show I'm thinking of is at the end of the month. I can't remember the date. But anyway, it'll be the last Wednesday of this month that we'll do the animals. So please start sending me your questions and and a picture of their eyes, because the eyes are the window of the soul. And then I can go ahead and get them, talk with them and have them on the show at the end of the month. And I'm going to do this every month, just so you know. I'm going to try to make sure that the last show we do is always on the animals, because they are really wanting to step forward and to be recognized and to be loved in their own way. So thank you so much today. I really appreciate that. Chris says, would love this with my Thunder cat. I love that. That's a great name, Thunder. So cute. So yeah, definitely send me that one. Send me that one for sure, because that one has a lot of messages. It just stomped its foot and was like, yeah, I want to be on the show. And then Robin said, I love you, Stacey. Your shows are always so much fun. Thank you, Robin. I really appreciate the support from all of you. And I will see you all next week. I'm so excited about this whole year. It's going to be fun. We're going to have such a blast. And so many things are coming through. It's really just going to be amazing. Super Cookie says, I was just talking about that last night. You doing another animal show. Perfect. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you guys are all on board with me on this. So definitely send me that information so we can have so many more animals on the show. And like I said, we'll try to do them each week or each month, at least once a month, maybe even twice, depending on how many, people want to participate with their animals. So once again, thank you. I really appreciate all of you, and cannot say thank you enough. Honestly, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you next week on Wednesday, and stay safe, and I love you. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.